Sri PP Suneer, 3 minutes.
No, sir.
No, reduce to 3 minutes.
Honorable Chairman, sir. Previous speakers have highlighted the history of our Constitution and the challenges it faces today. Given the nature of the topic and listening to some of the speech from the Treasury bench, there is much to be said. Opening the discussion, the Finance Minister targeted the Soviet Union's model, forgetting their immense assistance for our country in terms of numerous infrastructure projects at the scale of the Bilai steel plant and their support to us during the 1971 war. It was a joint Indo-Soviet space program that sent the first Indian into space. Like this, there is much to call out and expose the lies spoken from the Treasury bench, but given the paucity of time, I rise to speak only on the reality behind the 11 resolutions given by Prime Minister in the Lok Sabha. While these resolutions may appear optimistic, they do not align with the reality of governance under the BJP. The first one, be it government or citizen, all must fulfill duties. While it is noble to call for duties, this comes from a government that has sidestepped its responsibilities, particularly in tackling unemployment and inflation. In our Constitution, duties follow behind rights, and rights of the peoples is a term the BJP has no value or. To Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, this slogan falls flat as Dalits, Adivasis and minorities, especially Muslims, continue to face discrimination. The government and BJP's action contradict this call for inclusive development. Third one, zero tolerance towards corruption. The BJP's call for zero tolerance is undermined by its own actions. The Treasury repeatedly obstructed discussions on corruption charges against a corporate house, and several alleged corporate individuals are now ruling party leaders. The fourth one, laws of nation, we should be proud of them. Selective enforcement of laws like UAPA target dissenters and activists. The recent suicide of an individual in Madhya Pradesh due to ED harassment raises serious questions about misuse of power and fairness of law enforcing authorities. The fifth one, freedom from colonial hangover, pride in India's culture and heritage. While it is important to move beyond colonial legacies, the BJP's obsession is with distorting India's past to further its device agenda. Creating artificial enemies to divide the people does not help national progress. Freedom from dynasties in politics. The BJP's own dynastic nature is evident, with several leaders holding power for decades. The PM should look to the left for lessons in political merit if he wants to pursue a political that look beyond dynasties. Samvidya Ka Saman. The RSS early attacks on our Constitution remain relevant. Their allegiance to Manusmriti over the Constitution speaks volumes about their commitment to democratic principles. Don't take away reservations of those who need them. While the Prime Minister's statement is welcome, the BJP's policies, including privatization, have eroded opportunities for marginalized communities to benefit from reservations. Reservations can be safeguarded only when there is a strong public there. Last point, sir. Women-led development. Real women's empowerment requires more than rhetoric. CPI leader, Comrade Geeta Mukherjee, was the pioneer of the Women's Reservation Bill. The BJP has created obstacles from moral policing to the mistreatment of women wrestlers. The Prime Minister must act on his words by implementing the Women's Reservation Act immediately. In conclusion, these resolutions fail to address the true needs of our country. There is a growing gap between the government's promises and its action. True progress requires a commitment to equality, justice, secularism, and federalism as enshrined in our Constitution. Thank you, sir.
Sri Sana Satish Babu, 3 minutes.
Thank you, Honorable